Hello everyone, welcome to our Divi Spaces on a lovely Friday afternoon and a morning for those in the US. I'm Renuk, your host, and we've also been joined by The Voice, who's going to be co-hosting today. For those who are new to Divi, and for those who are joining us for the first time, well, a very welcome to you. And for those who always come and join us every Friday, nice to see you all. I see Mike is here today as well, so hopefully you won't drop out. I know you had some issues last time. So just to start with a quick intro for those who don't know about Divi, our mission at Divi since our inception in 2017 has always been about making crypto easy and accessible for everyone, everywhere. This has been our main focus in all of our products, such as the Divi Wallet, Divi DeFi, staking walls. It's all about making it, with a single click, as easy as possible for you. With our new roadmap, we've shared that with you over the last few months, and our last few spaces as well. We've started working towards utility, and that's going to be our key focus for the upcoming weeks and months. So one thing, if you remember one thing, it's all going to be about utility. Today, kind of the main thing we want to talk about is DeFi, but we've also got a few more updates that we want to share with you as well. But I think it'll be quite a short one today compared to our usual ones. But without further ado, let's start with a quick update on the DeFi Farms with you, Voice, if that's okay.
Throw me under the bus. I'm the DeFi person. Look at this. We'll see the laughing on the call. Ask the Voice about DeFi.
If in doubt, ask the Voice.
Was, confirming.
That's my theory.
If it's a direct, how do I connect? I can answer that question. So for DeFi stuff, you haven't seen, of course, but you may have heard the whispers of. But that's all moving forward, and I'm thinking that we'll have Josh on next week.
We will.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, so we're going to have Josh next week to talk you through exactly all the details, all the nitty-gritty stuff that, that's going to help you with it. But just wanted to share with you all today that is pretty much ready, good to go.
It's there. Yes, exactly. It's there. It's good to go. He'll be here to give all the back end, front end, all the interactions that you'll have on there that will be part of that DeFi protocol.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't.
After that, it's a quick one.
It rolled back over me on the DeFi. The Voice is squished.
And I think also we're gonna probably get rid of that football as well on the website at some point.
Get rid of the football on the website. I do have some wallet updates.
Yes.
I know that Neeks is working on, and
we don't want to upset Neeks. We don't talk about it.
And all the devs. Yeah, there was a couple of bugs that were in the last release, and some great community members have kept in contact with me, and this has been shared with me, of course. And probably what I could say is when you communicate with me, I'm your advocate, right? Because I'm a community member first. Yes, I do help core, but I'm a community member first. So if you ever have any hurdles with these kinds of things, I go directly to the team with that information. This is not a normal support profile that you would have like on in Zendesk, because normally it's just some person who really doesn't understand other than what their script is, right? When you're working in some areas, and that doesn't mean that they don't do a good job, by the way. But from my perspective, since I understand the tech and I understand the wallets and I understand the infrastructure as much as I can, I can pretty much start to smell which direction it's going in. And so for those who've had this issue on Android with credit card entry, there are some Android devices that are having an issue with the entry of credit card. It's not all. In iPhones, it doesn't affect, but it has been discovered and it is resolved. It is an Android specific bug, meaning it's an Android thing, and so the workaround has been put in place for that, and you should see that come out in the next wallet update. Then there's been another little. I guess it's a bug too. For some people on some devices, when they set up a brand new account, it was getting stuck on the loading screen, and that has been resolved. And then there's a masternode dismantle and then reallocating to vault display. That means it gives an incorrect calculation in the display for what your spendable or allocatable will be, and that has been fixed. So they've been working their tail off on these little things that have reared their head in this last update. Although the update was fantastic, get a couple of things in there that caused a little bit of usability issues, and those have been resolved. So as soon as that update is out, you'll see those go away. I can speak about the farm vault if you want to also, Ranuk, if you want.
Yeah, let's mention that as well.
All right, so the farm vault, that's another reason why Josh will be on. I think next week, right? We're hoping to have
That's
him
right.
there.
Yeah, next Friday.
The farm vault, as far as what Divi Innovations has built, that's all active and live. I built the Oracle for the testing and the database stuff, and it's looking fantastic. So they're moving everything over. Actually, I believe it's all moved over already onto a live server. So it looks like we'll have everybody on next week, and then they can talk about it. So the farm vault is hot and ready to fly. So the other thing that I have, Rob isn't here. Did Rob show up?
Nope.
Rob
No,
showed up. So if Rob didn't show up, I guess I can talk about the Vault Oracle, the DAO, for those of you who voted in the DAO, and how vaults will take over governance, right? Obviously, those masternode owners who redeployed and will get their immortal NFT, right? So keep those masternodes running right now, so they make sure that they qualify for the immortal NFT. Don't let it go down if you have a manual masternode more than 2 days, otherwise you'll be dropped out. So make sure you maintain maintenance on those masternodes. If you have an email, also check those emails. If you have something for a redeploy, make sure you do that. But that's the immortal. The Vault Oracle, I'm building that now. There is a special setup that was created for me, so I can go ahead and identify those vaults. It's all on the blockchain. It's a public blockchain ledger, right? So there's a tool built so I can identify those special Divi script addresses as opposed to having to manually do each one. So it's automated, and I'll be building the Oracle for that. So that means that the DAO that you guys voted on, there will be the Oracle, which will then be related to I guess it's an NFT that you voted on, and that will be built out. And so then you'll have that NFT as long as your vault is active, and you'll be able to participate in the governance. So, yep, I'm building a lot of things.
Yep, definitely keeping you busy with that. And we also got the Divi Shorts and everything else, your concierge calls and everything.
Divi Shorts, yeah, I've had probably close to 500 concierge calls this year. So.
That's awesome. Cool. Does anybody have any questions on the things we've covered? Like I said, I think it's going to be a very short one today. And next week we'll get Josh in to talk about the DeFi Farms.
Yeah, everybody's loaded up on us for next week.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we haven't got any. Is there anything else, boys, you want to share before we wrap up?
No, I think I've got my plate full as far as the things that I'm building and the things that the wallet team is building. Oh, you know what? I probably would say this. This is probably related to Divi Mobile Wallet. We're talking about user experiences. Most of you don't realize that there's a difference when I'm doing support, when a desktop, if I can walk you through it, or we can get on a concierge call, and I can almost get you into the guts of the engine, and you can fix it, right? And we can walk each other through that. I can screen share. I can do those kind of things. When you talk about a mobile wallet, there is no guts to get into in that case. So if there's a hurdle that you experience with the Divi mobile wallet, that means it's generally something related to the code. And unlike a desktop wallet, which is a full node, what does that mean? The desktop wallet is a server. So it's an engine inside your computer. It's another server running, and it is both receiving, if it's set up as a validator node and it's staking, it's also mining blocks. At minimum, it's sharing and rebroadcasting data, such as from the master nodes. It's a server unto itself, and it is your bank. you are the bank, but you're a full functioning bank. You're not just an ATM machine, right? So you can do all sorts of things. You can kind of think about the mobile wallets, whether it's an Exodus wallet or a Divi wallet. It's kind of like an ATM machine. It can do inputs and it can do outputs. And that's what it does. So if there's some feature or functionality you have an issue with, it means it's a code related thing. It could be front end. That means it could be what you're tapping and clicking. And there may be device specific issues that go with that. And that means it's very important for you to get in that communication into the portal. So that can be messaged. And even simple things such as creating transactions and sending transactions, you are sovereign and you are secure on your mobile wallet. But unlike a desktop full node wallet, which has its own broadcast mechanisms, mobile wallets don't have theirs. And if they do have their own broadcast mechanisms, it's painfully slow. It's painful to sync. It can take sometimes days to sync some of those kinds of mobile wallets just because of what types of data that they have to store. So when you have an issue with anything, make sure you get in a ticket, and I'll make sure that gets addressed as fast as possible for you. So that would be the only thing that I would add. I don't know why I added that, but it's probably a support-related issue.
No, that's still useful. Thank you, boys. Okay, I think yeah, that's pretty much everything. If anybody else has any questions, just put your hands up right now.
Yeah, if anybody has any technical questions, you can ask also.
Yeah. No? Looks like that's it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, as per usual, like if you want to reach out to us later on, you can talk to us on Discord, Twitter, or through the service channels as well. So we're always here to support you at whatever those things are. Cool.
So make sure you go ahead and join us next week. So DeFi Farms are ready, and yes, they will be talked about with the man behind the scenes, Mr. Josh, Mr. Divi Innovations. He'll be here next week, and you guys can just go ahead and hammer him with those questions. Do some discovery.
Go with to put your questions together. Yeah.
Oh, and if you want the form for the questions, I can resend it again. But I will tell you that form does not change. So if you have the link you used before, it's always active. It's always live. You can always send some questions in there.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, boys. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and hope to see you all next week. Have good weekends. Take care. Bye-bye.